Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. We're in the midst of the FA Cup weekend and all sorts of shocks are happening. Cambridge knocking out Newcastle over at Newcastle. Who in the blue hell would have thought that was going to happen? Kidderminster Rovers beating Reading, non-league Kidderminster. Unbelievable. Tottenham being given a little scare by Morecambe and then they went on to win 3-1 anyway. Liverpool being given a little scare and then they went on to win 4-1, I think it was. But anyway, the beauty of the FA Cup. This is the beauty of the FA Cup. I've seen, just as at the time of this recording, Nottingham Forest and Arsenal are still 0-0 despite going in half an hour into the first half. So we'll wait and see how that ends. But the beauty of the FA Cup, we're in the midst of this magic and this is why it's one of the greatest competitions in the world. Simple as that. We undermine the FA Cup. And I thought I would start the beginning of this video just by giving you guys a little soundbite in terms of how important this competition actually is. We undermine it. It's kind of turned into what the League Cup used to be looked at properly, where you play youngsters. It's a competition where you can chill a little bit. And I understand in the early stages of it, you can afford to do that if you're a big team playing against a little team. But the beauty of the FA Cup, the oldest competition in world football, might I add, it's the oldest competition that exists on the planet in terms of football, right? You never know what's going to happen. It's the beauty. Anything can happen in that competition. So put some respect on the FA Cup's name is what I'm trying to say. Let's get into this video. Also, today was the beginning of the AFCON. Cameroon beating Burkina Faso 2-1, scoring 2 penalties. Funnily enough, they were penalties. I know there's a little bit of a debate going on as to whether they were penalties or not. They were penalties. If you go and watch the replay, you can see they are stonewall penalties. So no match fixing going on to help the host nation. None of that. Well, none so far. You never know. But none so far. Congrats to Cameroon for the 3 points. First group stage game has kicked off and we've got Ethiopia against Cape Verde later on. That's going to be interesting. We get underway Morocco versus Ghana tomorrow. That's going to be a good game. Some big games. We've got Nigeria, Egypt coming up soon. So yeah, we're getting into the nitty gritty of it and I hope it's a good tournament. Today's video, I thought I would give you guys the latest in terms of Chelsea's pursuit of a left back. Because it's the January transfer window and the expectation is high. We know we're in a bit of a need right now. We know that Chelsea are looking at this squad going, my God, we need to get someone. Someone, I don't know who, but someone needs to come in and fill in for Ben Chilwell because he's out for the season. He will not be able to get back to playing football again up until the start of next season. And in the meantime, Marcos Alonso isn't going to play every single game. It's impossible. Forget it. We're not going to be promoting Lewis Hall. Let's have it right. As good as he done yesterday against Chesterfield, and congratulations to him, man of the match he got for that game in the FA Cup, and fair play. But to stick a 17-year-old out of the blue straight into the Premier League is very, very naive, and you can't do that to him. It's too much, it's too soon. He's got to progress. He's done well yesterday. Let him take the occasion in, let him go up slowly, let him develop, and then when the time comes, he can get into the first team properly. Just like it was for the rest, you can't be rushing players through quickly. This is the problem in this country, in England, where we look at that. We look at youngsters and we go, yeah, take him, make him a star now. It's like English football. We try to turn young footballers into stars, like Hollywood tries to take people and turn them into stars. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make this guy a star. We can't do that. We can't do that. This is why with English talent, they peak very early, they plateau, they stagnate, and then they dip at 25 years old. It happened to countless players. It's happened to Walcott. It's happened to, Wilshere had loads of injuries. It's happened to tons of young footballers. Right now, it's happening to Marcus Rashford. Right now. We're seeing it happen to Marcus Rashford. What's happened to him? Well, when he was 17, 18 years old, people were painting him to win the Ballon d'Or. I mean, we have to calm down with youth. Calm it down. Let the process develop. Let them go in and let them develop. With Lewis Hall, I don't know why I went on a tangent about youth football, but Lewis Hall, his time will come. So we're not going to be promoting him and sticking him into the first team squad for the Premier League games. We need to get someone in. Chelsea have been rumoured to go and get Digne. from Everton. French left back, or, can play left wing back, I guess. But French left back, plays at Everton, has played in La Liga. We know he's a very decent lad. Well, we now have an update in terms of Luca Digne and whether it's going to be on or off for Chelsea to pursue this guy. Let's go into what Fabrizio Romano told us earlier today and then what he told us as of 10 minutes of the recording of this video, because there's two different updates. Let's start with the first one from earlier today to give you guys some context. Fabrizio Romano says Chelsea are still trying to recall Emerson Palmieri as left back. Tuchel wants him. Lyon turned down the first approach, but Chelsea are pushing again, prepared to offer compensation. Luca Digne deal now looking very unlikely. Nothing advanced. Everton ask for a permanent move. Now, if we go into what Fabrizio Romano has told us as of 10 minutes ago from the time of recording, well, this is it. And I'm sorry to inform anyone that actually wanted Luca Digne at Chelsea, the deal is off. Here it is. So, Fabrizio says Aston Villa have been working for days to sign Luca Digne. They've always been frontrunners. Chelsea out of the race. Talks on, not 100% agreed yet between the clubs. El Ghazi also been discussed. Nothing agreed on this point as Everton want cash. Next week will be key. Now we have to bring some context to this because I know I'm going to get a few Chelsea fans that are going to be absolutely fuming in the comment section. They're going to be coming and going, oh my God, no, the board, they don't know what they're doing. How come we're not getting him? I can't believe it. It's a crisis. Tuchel's not getting what he wants. He's not being backed. Oh my God, end the club, right? I can see it coming already. Let's put some context on this. Chelsea are right to go in for a loan only when it comes to Luca Digne, because there's no assurance that by buying Luca Digne, he is going to... it would cost 25 million. Everton want 25 million. Everton are not entertaining a loan deal. They have said no to a loan. No, not happening. So they want to sell him. But the value they want to sell him is they want to get some profit on what they bought him for, which I believe was 18 or 19 million. They want to try and make a little bit more. So 25 million is the fee that's being rumoured about in terms of what Everton want for Luca Digne. Imagine spending 25 million on a left back to come in, to fill in till May, for Ben Chilwell to come back next season, end up being first choice, and now we have Chilwell, Alonso and Digne trying to compete for one spot. Luca Digne, 25 million just sitting on the bench, doing nothing. It's not going to happen. Now, some would say, well, okay, sell Alonso. But here's the thing. If we're going to be spending 25 million on Luca Digne, I would rather we actually add a little bit more, try and fill into the end of the season, add a little bit more and go and get a top left back to come in and actually compete with Ben Chilwell. Because I reckon if Luca Digne were to come in, he'd fill in until May, and then afterwards, Chilwell will be the number one left back. We need someone that's going to actually keep Chilwell on his toes, and Chilwell's going to keep this geezers on his toes. We need some competition. We can't be just relying on someone that's going to be sitting as someone just on the bench, ready to be called upon whenever. Because if a Luca Digne, who's currently playing football at Everton, is in the first team, is getting regular football, spend 25 million on him, becomes a bench player, he's going to cause up a fuss. And then if he's not playing, value dips, we make a loss. That's how Chelsea are thinking. In terms of January, we also need to be cautious here. If we're going to be thinking in terms of just getting someone until May, well, it's the right thing to try and get Emerson back. Emerson's familiar with Thomas Tuchel. He was here with us last season. He won the Champions League with us. Let's have it right. He wasn't, playing all the time, but he's familiar with the group. He's familiar with how we play. He's probably the most well-rounded, well-suited left back that we can actually go for right now. That's very affordable and a quick stopgap up until May. It's perfect. I can understand why Chelsea are trying to put in some compensation, because you had an agreement with Lyon. Lyon are looking at this going, no, we agreed until the end of the season. That's the deal. So Chelsea are desperate. Like, look, we'll give you some flipping money. Here, have some compensation. Give us our player, please. We are in desperate need. So we'll see what happens there. But for a stopgap, that would be the best way to go. That way we don't spend a penny. And the point that I want to emphasize is that if Emerson were to come back, we're able to have cover until May. Even as a left back. Remember, Emerson is not a left wing back. He's originally a left back. So if we are going to be playing in the back four, which seems to be clicking right now at Chelsea, it would be wise to get Emerson in, who knows how to play as an authentic left back. That way we don't have to worry. And then if something happens to him, well, screw it. Well, at least we have Alonso. You know, at least there's some backup there going on between Alonso and Emerson. If we have to go to a back three, we can prioritise Alonso. If we have to go to a back four, we can prioritise Emerson. If we're facing a team that has a little bit of pace, we can prioritise Emerson. If we're facing a team where we can just attack and not worry about defending so much, we can prioritise Alonso because we know he can get into the box and be a goal threat. So it's a very good methodology to have up until the end of the season. But that's the thing, up until the end of the season, people need to realise, and this is the point I was going to make when it comes to January, it would be foolish if you believe that you are going to get top players in January. It's never going to happen. Unless if you throw the kitchen sink and 100 million at some club where they can't refuse the money, but no one's going to do that. No club are going to let go of their top players in January. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're in the middle of a season. You're fighting for whatever objective you have. You're going to try and keep all of your best players. End of the season now, the summer window is where you can start throwing about the cash properly and going after targets. You have more time to discuss, more time to negotiate. January is a very quick window. And this is the thing, as I've already mentioned, top teams do not let their top players go. So when you look at who is available to get in January, well, the best that you can do are players like Digne. That's the best that you can do. I mean, let's have it right. We're not going to go to Bayern Munich and try and buy Alphonso Davies. That's never going to happen in Jan. Never. In summer, throw enough money at them, you might. You might. Not in January, though. Not in January. That's why we need to prioritise and we need to be smart about this. Imagine if Chelsea were to just splash out. Here's 60 million on a left back in January for someone who is just probably going to turn out to be a backup. You know, if we're going to get a backup, 25 million is too much money as far as I'm concerned. If we're going to get a backup, you're going to try and find someone, well, if it's not going to be Emerson, try and find someone that is currently a backup somewhere who we might see a little bit of potential in. That's the best that you can do in January. So we have to be wise here. And we can't be too, what's the word? I don't want to say it's greedy. It's not greedy, but we can't be too ahead of ourselves thinking, yeah, we can get whoever we want, how we want in January. Never going to happen. So Emerson coming back, we'll see if we can pull that off. If we can, that would actually be beneficial for us up until May. It's a perfect way of getting through up until May, enough for rotation, and then in the summer we can start prioritising. Emerson will probably go off on loan again, or we'll probably sell him. Marcos Alonso, he could be in the boat for a sell as well if he doesn't step up, and then we can observe the market and see who we go for. But where we can actually splash some money and start getting some good competition in, someone that's going to come in and be the number one left back, whilst at the same time Chilwell will be able to come back from injury and begin to compete. That way we have ourselves two top left backs at the club that are competing against each other. That is how I see it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you see it the right way to go? Is Emerson enough for us to go for up until May? Or did you want Digne? Do you think it would have been good to have Digne for 25 million, not a loan, because Everton was saying no, you have to buy him, 25 or nothing? Should we have done that? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions on this. But thank you all so much, people. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this. Helps me a lot, so thank you very much. And don't forget to check out tomorrow's upload, as well as my second channel. My Twitch links are in the description. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. See you tomorrow. Take care. And peace.